In today's class, we're going to work toward bird of paradise at the end. So we're going to work on some binds and some shoulder opening to get us prepared. And we need to get pretty strong in the quads and open in the hips. So we're going to start, actually, if you have blocks, you can use them, but you don't need them. This just gives us a little more space to open up the shoulders. We're going to come into a child's pose with elbows on the blocks. So if you have blocks, it's just going to look like this. Okay, now if you don't have blocks, you can just rest your elbows on your mat, connect the palms of your hands together, and then take your thumbs and press them to the back of your head and rest your forehead down on your mat. And again, if you have blocks or books, this just gives you a little more space. So rest your forehead down on your mat, and bend your arms back, and start to breathe deeply in and out through your nose. As you settle into your space, lengthen your inhales, lengthen your exhales. Find a rhythmic quality to your breath and begin to make your breath audible with gentle constriction to the back of your throat. We'll take 5 more breaths in this first variation on child's pose. Complete your exhale here. Release your hands. Remove your blocks if you have them. And just place them off to the side. And then come back to a regular child's pose with arms extended on your mat. One big stretch, one full breath. Inhale. Exhale. Stay low here in your hips, and then just start to walk your hands to the right. So stretching through your left side. Take a deep breath into your left lung. Expand your left ribs. Walk your hands through center and off to the left. Take a deep breath into your right side. Expand your right lung. Open through your right ribs. Come back to center, and we'll stretch the back side of the shoulder now. So keep your right arm extended and slide your left arm underneath your right and release your left ear down onto your mat, all the while continuing to stretch your hips and your low back. Take another full breath here. And switch sides. Extend your left arm long, right arm slides underneath your left. Come onto the outer edge of your right shoulder and then rest the entire weight of your head and your right ear down on your mat. One more breath here. Extend your right arm long, press back, and then press up, tabletop. Let's take 5 cat-cows. So as you breathe in, release your belly down, lift through the crown of the head, lift through your tailbone, and as you breathe out, round. And there's 1 round, so we're going to do 4 more with your breath. So just listen to your breath. So you breathe in, coming into cow. As you breathe out, rounding into cat. Last one of each. Breathe into cow. Breathe out to cat. Come back to tabletop position. And then lift your right leg straight out behind you. Extend your left arm forward. Take one full breath in spinal balance. Take your left hand down toward the floor. Take your right leg to the right. Flex your toes right in front of your heel and then really actively press in the direction of a straight leg. So your quad is fired up. Your glute is lifting your leg a little bit higher. And then set your foot down on the floor. Keep your heel behind your toes. Tuck your left toes under, hip to heel. Walk your hands forward just for a breath, stretching through your right inner thigh. Come back up. And then switch sides. So bring your left leg out behind you, your right arm forward. One full breath in spinal balance. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take your right hand down towards your mat and then extend your left leg to the left. Flex your toes, place them right in front of your heel and then work in the direction of a straight leg so your quad is firing. And then lift your leg a little bit higher so you feel your glute working. And then place your left foot down on the floor. Keep your heel behind your toes, right toes tuck under. Walk back. Get a nice stretch in the bottom of your foot and your left inner thigh. And then press back up. Tuck all 10 toes under. Down dog. Release your heels down towards your mat. Start to pedal your feet. Bending and straightening one leg at a time. And just take a quick peek at your hands. Spreading your fingers wide. Your wrist creases are parallel to the front of your mat. And then release the entire weight of your head toward the floor so your neck is nice and long. You have no tension in your neck. Take one more full round of breath in your first downward facing dog, pressing both heels toward the floor. And then look toward your hands and walk your feet to the front of your mat. Take a nice deep bend to your knees. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow. Let your head dangle. Let your arms be heavy. And then again, if you'd like to find movement here, you can sway or rock side to side, or you can just hang. Finding a little more space in the back side of your body. Just letting the weight of your head traction your spine. And then make your way back to center and release your hands down onto your mat. Heel toe your feet together and then round your way up to a stand. Letting your head be the last thing to arrive, your arms being really heavy as you come up. Good. And then come into a strong mountain pose, engaging your legs, palms face out, fingers face down. On your next breath in, reach your arms up overhead, and we're going to take a chest expansion. So hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, puff your chest, and then hinge at your hips. This time working in the direction of straight legs. So stretching through your hamstrings now. It's okay if they're not completely straight yet, but we do want to focus more on hamstrings. And once again, check in that your head is just hanging, so there's no tension in your neck. Take another full breath here. Release your hands down towards your mat. Then come right up to a halfway lift for monkey pose. Pause here, lengthen through your spine. So one long line from the crown of your head all the way to your tailbone. Take another breath in, draw your shoulders back, and then exhale to forward fold. Plant your hands down on your mat, step back to high plank pose. Hold high plank pose. Shoulders right over your wrists and feet right in line with your hips. Take another breath in. And then slowly to the count of 5, come down onto your mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can always place your knees on the floor for support if you need to. Take the tops of your feet flat to the floor. Peel your chest off the floor for cobra pose. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, come all the way down. 2 more with your breath. Inhale, peel your chest off the floor, and then exhale, roll down. Last one. Then tuck your toes under, press up, tabletop or high plank, and then make your way back to downward facing dog. Take a full round of breath. Inhale. Exhale. On your next breath in, lift your right leg up, and then open your hip, bend your leg, let your foot dangle toward the floor, and then peek out underneath your left arm and draw your right shoulder in line with your left shoulder. Roll your ankle or your foot in both directions, warming up your ankle, and then square your hips, straighten your leg. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left hand. Place your left knee down on the floor, and then actively draw your chest forward, lengthening through your spine, and then option to stay here or come down onto your forearms. Take a full breath here. And take a couple different variations on this stretch as we warm up. And then come back up onto your hands. Take your right foot out to an angle and take your right hand to your right knee and start to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot as long as you have a healthy ankle and foot. Good, and then you can stay here or bend your left leg. So you're gonna get a quadricep stretch on your left side. If you take this variation and start to draw your heel in. And now kick your foot back, so you're gonna open through your right shoulder a little bit more. And then gentle release of your right foot down onto the floor. Heel toe your right foot back to center. Lift your left knee off the floor. And then come up to standing split, so a little pop off that back leg. Lift your left foot straight up behind you. Take another full breath here. And then as you exhale, left foot meets right, hips come low, arms come high. So chair pose here, take a breath in, and then as you breathe out, bring your hands behind your back for another chest expansion. So interlace your fingers, open your chest as you breathe in, sit your hips lower, and then keep your chest as open as it is, this little arch in your spine, and then lift your arms up, and then bring your hands to your heart and come into a forward fold. Inhale, come back to monkey pose, lengthen your spine, and then exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands on your mat, step back to high plank pose. And this time, if you'd like to, lower halfway down for chaturanga, and then flip over your feet and come up to upward facing dog. Back to downward facing dog, press up and back, and then we'll take those stretches on the other side. So lift your left leg high, open your hip, bend your leg, peek out underneath your right arm, and then draw your left shoulder in line with your right shoulder. Circle your ankle in both directions. And then straighten your legs, square off your hips. Bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Press your chest forward, lengthen through your spine, and then bring your right knee down toward the floor for one breath here. And then option to come down onto your forearms. Take a full round of breath here. Come up onto your hands if you came onto your forearms. Take your left foot out to a slight angle, left hand to left knee. And press your left knee open, rolling onto the outer edge of your left foot. And then you can stay here, or if you'd like to bend your right leg, take your left hand, reach it for your right foot for a quadricep stretch on your right side. So first, draw your heel in, getting a deeper stretch, the front side of your right leg, and then press your foot back so you can stretch. Oh, I just got a little pop in my spine, felt good. Just stretch and open your left shoulder. And then release. Heel toe your left foot back to center, lift your right knee, and then pop yourself into standing splits. Just a little pop off that back leg. Keep your hips level. Look back toward the back of your mat. Lift your right leg a little bit higher using the strength of your hamstring, the back of your leg, and then bring your right foot to meet your left. Inhale, come to chair pose. Lift your arms straight up overhead. And And this time on your exhale, just sweep your arms back and lift your heels. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. This time, heels to the floor, lift all the way up, tall mountain. And then forward fold, hinge at your hips. We're gonna take 5 rounds of sun salutation. Inhale to monkey pose, and then exhale to chaturanga. So you can take the extra breath if you want, or you can step or float right back and all the way down. Forward facing dog is your breath in, and then downward facing dog is your breath out, and that's round 1. So we just want to get our heart beating, our blood pumping. Complete your exhale here, and then look toward the front of your mat and come forward. Inhale, and then exhale, sink into your forward fold. Rise up as you breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Monkey. And then chaturanga. Complete your exhale here. And come forward. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, monkey. And exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog and exhale back to down dog for 1 full breath. And come forward on your next breath in. Forward fold. Tall mountain. Forward fold. Monkey. And chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. 1 full breath and 1 more round. Complete your exhale here. Step or float to the front of your mat. Sink into forward fold. Lift up to tall mountain. Hinge forward, Uttanasana. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. And back to down dog. Two more breaths here. You can always rest in child's pose if you would prefer. On your next breath in, lift your right leg up straight behind you and bring your knee to your nose as you breathe out. Round your spine, see if you can make contact with your knee and your nose, and then extend it back up behind you. Knee to nose again. Set your right foot between your hands. Keep your left hand on the mat and lift your right arm straight up so you're in twisting lunge. You can take a peek up at your fingers and draw your right hip back and down so that your 2 hips are in one line. And then release your right hand down onto the floor. Stay low in your lunge. Lift your arms up overhead for crescent lunge. Lower your shoulders down away from your ears. Take a breath in here. As you breathe out, dip your knee down and cactus your arms. So you're going to get a nice expansion in your chest and your shoulders, little strengthening in your leg. Come all the way back up, crescent lunge, and then open your way to warrior 2. Hold here in your warrior 2 legs, and let's take cow face arms. So right arm up and over, and you can take your left hand onto your right elbow, or you can reach your left hand around and clasp your hands behind your back. Take another full round of breath. Stay nice and low in your front leg. Extend your arms long. Come back to reverse warrior. If you can, take a half bind here. So you're gonna bring your left hand toward your right hip or maybe your shirt, your back, and then start to reach up and back with your right arm. Now stay bound with your left hand and then make your way to side angle, half bound. So take your right hand down toward the floor or elbow to knee, and then actively roll your left shoulder open Now unbind your hand, extend into side angle, reach your arm forward, stretch long through your left side, and then both hands come to the floor. Step back, high plank, make your way back to chaturanga. And take one full breath. Complete your exhale, and then lift your left leg high. Bring your knee to your nose, round your spine. Try and make contact here. Left leg high, and again. And then step your left foot between your hands. Right hand stays on the floor, lift your left arm up for twisting lunge. One more breath in. Both hands to the floor. Stay low in your legs and rise up, crescent lunge. Take a full breath in. And as you breathe out, dip your knee down, cactus your arms, open your chest, and press it up. Inhale. Come back to warrior two on your other side. So sink your heel down toward the floor, open up your hips and your shoulders, and then cow face arms. Left arm up and over, maybe right hand to left elbow, or maybe right hand behind for the clasp. As long as you can keep your head in line with your spine. So don't take the clasp if you're leaning forward like so. Just back off of the clasp. Extend your arms long, stretch it out, and then reverse warrior and take half bind on this side. So you're going to take your right hand, reach it around for your left hip, and then lean back. Now stay in your half bind, come into extended side angle. So either elbow to knee or hand to the floor. And then roll your right shoulder open, maybe looking up. Extend your right arm up and then forward. So stretch through your right side, and then right hand comes all the way down to the floor. Step back, high plank, chaturanga, upward dog, and downward dog. Exhale. And then let's flow. Breath to movement. So inhale your right leg high. Step your foot between your hands. Crescent lunge, rise up. Cactus your arms, bend your knee. Press it up. Warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Just reach that arm all the way forward. And then 5-pointed star, rise up. Or just breath to movement here. So hands to heart, sink down. 5-pointed star. And then take your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, take your heels behind your toes, expand your chest, and then hinge forward at your hips. So standing straddle splits with chest expansion, and then just let your head dangle. Press the palms of your hands towards one another. Take another full breath here. With your hands clasped, come all the way up to a stand. Release your hands and come back to 5-pointed star. So toes point out, and then warrior two back to the front of your mat. Reverse your warrior, hands to the earth. Step back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Up dog. And back to down dog. 2 more breaths in your downward facing dog. All right, lift your left leg up. Breath to movement. Step your foot between your hands. Take the entire length of your inhales and exhales to make these movements. So rise up on your inhale to crescent, and then warrior two as you exhale. Reverse warrior. And side angle. Reach forward. 5-pointed star. Hands to your heart, prayer squat. Now, take your hands to your knees, thumbs point in, sink low into your hips, look to the right, stretch your inner thighs, little twist in your spine, come back to center, twist to the left, look to the left, sink down, come back to center, bring your hands back to your heart, rise up, 5-pointed star, warrior 2, reverse warrior, and hands to the earth. Step back to high plank and lower to chaturanga. Okay, we'll do a deep stretch for our hips again. So take your right leg high, bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. So we've already been here. So wide-legged low lunge. But now, take your right shoulder underneath your right knee. Take your right hand to the outside of your right foot. And then start to just shimmy your right foot forward. Okay, so this is the action we're gonna need in our leg for Bird of Paradise. So we'll just experiment here. So go ahead and start to lift your heel off the floor if you can. Get it in the, as much as you can, get it towards straight. So you really have to use your muscle to hold it here. Kick it. Again, imagine you're in Bird of Paradise pose. This is the action you need. Now, if you can, without tapping it down, try and lift it straight up behind you to 3-legged dog. You have to kind of move your hand back in position. And then bring your foot back between your hands. And then come up to crescent lunge. Okay, another chest expansion for you. So bring your hands behind your back, puff your chest, and then balance into airplane with chest expansion, or warrior 3 with arms clasped. So bring your left leg off the floor, squeeze your hands, open your chest. Okay, if you want to experiment with this transition, you can keep your hands clasped and start to forward fold over your legs. So standing splits with chest expansion, and lift your leg a little bit higher. And of course, if you'd like to, you can just take your hands to the floor to support you in your balance and standing splits. Okay, now, if you can, come all the way through to standing staff, really just working that right leg here. Keep your leg bent, reach your arms up, and then take your right hand to your left knee, press your hand into your knee, and then twist and look back. Just to fire up your left leg, see if just for a beat you can kick it forward, unwind, reach your arms up, and then step back, low lunge. Bring your hands to the floor like you're in slow motion. Make your way back to down dog. So step back, high plank, lower to chaturanga, up to up dog, back to down dog. 2 more breaths in downward facing dog. Lift your left leg off the floor and step to the outside of your left hand. So wide-legged low lunge. Take your left shoulder and shimmy it underneath your left knee. Your left hand will come to the outside of your left foot. You have a little bend in your arms like you're doing chaturanga arms. Start to heel toe your left foot forward. Okay, now maybe you can lift it off the floor. Even if it doesn't lift off the floor, feel the action on the top of your left leg, your quadricep working. Get as high as you can. Again, this is the action you need for Bird of Paradise legs once you have your bind. Okay, maybe without tapping it down, left leg high. Put your hands back in position and then step your left foot between your hands. Come up to crescent lunge. Take your hands behind your back, yoga mudra. Open your chest, and then come into your balance on this side. Step onto your left foot, lift your right leg off the floor, Keep your hips level. And then maybe experiment with a bound standing split. So go ahead and keep your hands bound. Come forward. You lift your right leg a little bit higher. And then transition your way to really power up that left leg. Whew, that's a challenging transition. Bring your arms, unbind them. Left hand to right knee. Take a nice little grip here, and then twist. Reach that right arm back. Maybe kick your leg. Unwind. Lift your arms up, and then like you're in slow motion, back to low lunge. Kick your foot as far back as you can. Place your hands on your mat, and then make your way back, down dog. Do one more standing pose, and then we'll take a little bit of a break. So on your next breath in, lift your right leg high. Step your foot between your hands. And then you're just going to spiral your way up to warrior two. So back heel plants on the floor. Sink down into warrior two. Reverse warrior. And then side angle. So we're going to take bound side angle. Preparation for bird of paradise pose. So you can take your left hand and reach it around toward your right hip. Maybe you stay here, opening your left shoulder like so. If you want to go further for the full bind, you're going to take your right hand, reach it underneath your right thigh, find your left hand with your right, clasp your fingers, and then extend and roll your left shoulder open again. So you really want to be open in the front side of your body and lifted. You're using your core. Now extend your arms, release your bind, look down at your right toes, and then take your right hand to the outside of your right foot, come into half moon pose. So just step onto your right leg. Okay, and then for sugarcane pose, you can bend your left leg. It's going to be another nice chest and shoulder opener. Take your foot from the outside, kick it back, kick it open. And just optional here if you want to take this pose. Without slingshotting your leg, release it, extend it long. And then low lunge. Square your hips, hands to the floor, step back. Make your way to down dog. And let's bind on the other side. So lift your left leg off the floor and set your foot between your hands. Windmill your way up, warrior two. Plant your heel down. Reverse warrior. Stretch it up. And side angle pose. So first, bring your right hand toward your left hip. Maybe you can take hold of your shirt, your clothing, or your hip. Roll your shoulder open. Maybe for the full bind, you take your left hand, reach it underneath your left thigh, clasp your hands, and then again, roll open. Extend your spine long. Open your arms. Give it a nice stretch. Down at your left toes, take your left hand to the outside of your foot, and then come into half moon pose. And then for sugarcane pose, bend your right leg. Take your foot from the outside, and then press your foot back. Use that little kick to open you through your chest and your shoulder. Release your right leg. Step down, low lunge. Make your way back to downward facing dog. And let's take a rest in child's pose. So bring your shins to the floor, your hips to your heels, and rest your forehead on your mat. Come all the way out of your child's pose and make your way down onto your back. Do a little bit of belly up core work. So bring your legs straight up overhead. You have a nice 90-degree angle here, flexing your toes back. And then lift your shoulders off the floor and extend your arms forward. All right, now you're gonna take your left leg, bring it down toward your mat to hover, and then connect the palms of your hands. You'll have to lift a little bit higher to make contact with the palms of your hands behind your right leg. Okay, keep that lift, and then switch, and just hold it here for this first one. So right leg comes to hover. See if you can connect the palms of your hands, a little bit of extra lift. Good, and then let's just switch for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on both sides. Good, hug your knees into your chest. Take a deep breath here. Bring your legs straight back up overhead, or straight back up to the ceiling, and then tuck your thumbs underneath your hips, just your thumbs, not your whole hand. Okay, and then lower your right leg down to the floor to hover, just for the count of about 5. Okay, so it comes to hover, and then back up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then left leg, and back up. 2 more on each side. Nice slow movements, and back up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, left side. Last time on both sides. Press it back up. Left side. Press it back up. It gets very challenging very quickly. Knees into your chest. Big breath in. Bring your feet to the floor. Hands alongside your body now, palms facing down. And press your hips up for bridge pose. Nice little stretch here. And then once again, we really want to work on the strength in your quadriceps. So bring your left foot a little more towards center, and then lift your right leg straight up toward the ceiling. Okay, now we're working in the direction of straight, so you should feel your quad firing to get it up there. And then switch, right foot to the floor. Lift your left leg up in the direction of straight. So flex your toes back, fire up your quadricep. Bring it down to the floor. And then in the spirit of all of our chest and shoulder openers, bring your hands, clasp them underneath your hips, and then roll onto your right shoulder, roll onto your left shoulder. Bridge with chest expansion. Slowly lower down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Roll the length of your spine 3 times, back and forth. 1, 2. On your third one, you're gonna make your way to malasana, big squat. So come forward and bring your hands to your chest, elbows to your knees. Hold here. Your hands to the floor, work your hips up, and then just give your legs a little bit of a shake. Okay, our last preparatory posture for Bird of Paradise is splits pose. If you have your blocks, grab them. If you don't have blocks, don't worry about it. I'm gonna guide you through half splits and full splits. Bring your right leg forward first, come onto your left knee. Okay, if you wanna just go into splits, go for it. I'm gonna guide you half splits first. You have 2 choices. Left hip over left knee, right leg straight, forward folding over your right leg. You've got your blocks here for height if you need them. You can flex your toes back. Variation number 2, half splits. Hip to your heel, forward fold over your right leg. Get a nice stretch in the back of your right hamstring. Or full splits pose, you can either shimmy your right foot forward or your left knee back. And again, if you are working on your splits and you want a little more height, use your blocks, and then you can just walk your blocks with you as you sink down. Okay, so Bird of Paradise takes open hamstring, strong quad. So we've been working on both of those things throughout the entire class, and then of course for the bind in Bird of Paradise, you need to have your shoulders nice and open and flexible. Hold it here for 3 more breaths. Okay, you just have to kind of shimmy your way out of whatever variation you're in. And then real quick, you're just gonna take hips to heels and give it a little wiggle. And then we'll take it on the other side. So you can take same or different variation. Left leg's gonna come forward. Variation number 1, right hip over right knee, forward fold over left leg. Variation number 2, right hip to right heel, forward fold over your left leg. Variation number 3, full Hanumanasana. Left heel slides forward, right knee slides back. Blocks come with you. You want to keep your blocks underneath your shoulders. Hold here for 3 more breaths. Slowly make your way out of it. Hips to heels, a little bit of a shimmy. Okay, final pose, Bird of Paradise. I think we're ready. So make your way to downward facing dog. Okay, there's a couple different ways that you can get into this pose. I'm going to guide you through side angle to get you there. If you'd prefer to take a different way to get into it, of course, feel free. So take your right leg high. Set your foot between your hands. Spiral up, warrior 2. Reverse. Side angle with a bind. So take your right hand underneath your right leg, clasp your hands, roll your shoulder open, then look down at your right foot. Walk your left foot to meet your right. I'm gonna face you now. So both feet are in line with one another. Most importantly, look down at your right foot. Okay, right toes in line with right heel. Take all of your weight onto your onto your left leg. Sorry, I meant to say left leg when I said all that. And then come up onto your right toes to hover. Slowly make your way up to a stand. Okay, so we got the bind here. And then find that power, your right quadricep. Start to kick your legs straight. Open hamstring, strong quad. Maybe take your gaze to your left. You want to come out of it the same way you went in. Take your right foot back to the floor. Step your left foot back. Open your arms. Oh, so you feel that extension. And then just take your left hand to the floor. Step back to down dog and wiggle it out. Shake it out. Let that side go. And let's try it on the other side. Take your left leg high. Step your foot between your hands. Warrior two. Reverse, stretch it up and back. Side angle. Then bind your side angle. Look down at your left toes, and then right foot comes to meet left. You're standing now on your right foot. Check with your alignment, toes in front of heel. Put all of your weight onto your right leg. Left toes come to hover. And then slowly make your way up to a stand. Once you're standing, then start to kick your leg. Maybe look to your right. Reverse your way out of it. Step your right leg back and then open your arms. Hand to your mat, back to down dog, and pedal it out. And then look toward your hands and come through to a seat. And go ahead and bring your legs out in front of you. Reach your arms up overhead. One forward fold. Our hamstrings should be a lot more open now, so enjoy your forward fold, maybe a little bit deeper than normal, drawing your shoulders away from your ears, drawing your forehead toward your toes. Back up out of it. Bend your legs, take your feet to the floor, and roll down onto your back. Bring your legs to a 90-degree angle. Bring your arms to goalpost position. Bring your knees to the right. So if you'd like to experiment with a bound twist, you can bring your left hand and reach for your right foot, so your bottom foot. And then you can kind of kick that right foot back like you're doing a reverse dancer. And then bring your right hand to your left knee or to your left foot. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure it has a name. It's a bound twist. Back to center. And then release your knees to the left. If you want to bind, You're gonna take your right hand and reach for your left foot, your bottom foot, and just kick it back. And then bring your right hand either to your left hand to your right knee, or maybe to your right foot, kick it. Back to center. Come into a happy baby pose so you can massage out your spine. Just rock side to side this time. And bring your knees to your chest. Release your legs onto your mat. Let your feet fall open. Let your arms rest alongside your body. Palms face up. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Hold it. Let it go through your mouth. Close your lips. Or you can let your lips part. Relax your jaw. And start to breathe softly. Start to bring gentle movements back into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Rolling your wrists and your ankles. Reaching your arms up overhead. Rolling onto your side, cradling your head in your arm. Taking a moment here in your space on your mat to just acknowledge your practice. Take a moment in gratitude for your body, for connecting to your breath, for taking time for yourself. Press your way up to a seat. Bring your hands to your heart. Breathe deeply in through your nose. Hold it at the top. Let it go through your mouth. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. From my heart to yours, namaste.